How's it? Mongoose Max Hawaii here, and I'm just going to take you through my little creative process of getting a little more hip with my intro. Now, basically showing you little bits that I know, pass it along. And this here is the program that I edit with. It's a Final Cut Pro, I guess 10, so X, right? And one little tip, I'm just going to try to see what I can do because I found something interesting. But one little tip is, you know, these side things, if you're using a Mac, just go to the Final Cut Pro and go full screen, and you get that. You don't need that stuff because you're going over here, this little stuff over here, and you get buggered away. Okay. Now this here is my little opening clip. You might have seen this once. Seeing how many viewed things might have timed. I'm just making content. But if you see this, you'll see this. It's like I cut it down to a 3-second clip. Here it is. Oh, right up here. It's in the preview part. So I pull these things, import them. You know, I'm not going to teach you too much of the ultra basics. I pulled them in. You can preview it. And there it is. It's like a 3-second. I cut it down to 3 seconds. It's called my short intro. Okay, and it's an old drawing that I colored. So it's one of my little cartoon character thingies. Now, this is what I found. I found this clip. Now, if you want to find something, look at this thing. I just thought it was neat. Now, I thought it was nicely visual. Now, this is, I don't know, about 10 seconds, more 20 seconds. Now just go online, your favorite search engine, and search completely free, absolutely, totally free, absolutely, completely free, shorter version of that, video, you know, and I put an animation. I was looking for animation clips, and these are kind of under stock video bits. So I found this one, and I thought I'd spice up a little short intro Mongoose Max here. So I'm just going to pull this little 3-second thing down here. And this is what I was thinking. Actually, I'm just going to erase that. Whoop. There, I select erase. I'm going to pull this thing down here first into the main part of the timeline. I know X amount of Final Cut Pro X. So here it is in here, and it's obviously selected. You can see the yellow around it. And up here, this is the inspector thing, and it's this button right here. If I click it, it's unclicked, and it's not showing me anything. If I go over here and just press play, it'll show me in this viewfinder what I'm looking at. And if I go down here, this is the full view of what I'm looking at. And if I go down here, exit full view. So it's just showing you this clip. Okay. Now, I can just stop that by pressing my space bar. I use a lot of the finger, touchpad, and space bar. It seems to be where my fingers go. Now, here's that. Now I'm going to take the 3-second clip and put it on top. Okay. Now this is 3 seconds, and even though it's 3 seconds, I'm not sure. This is such a neat background. I want to make it a little bit longer. So the first thing I want to do is select the 3-second clip. Now here's my 3-second clip. Now what it has is black on this side and black on this side. And if I just play it down here and show you the clip, you see the same thing. Okay. So I'm going to select this and go over here. Now you got this bar here. It's at the bottom right here in this corner here. And you hit on it. Well, if you hit on it, it's transform, and if you select, I like to keep my little cursor over the clips because then it shows what you're seeing in this viewfinder. It just makes it easier for me. But if you click this little drop arrow menu here, this is transform. So this top one, and that's what it's showing here. It has this little cool little toolbar. I mean, you can pull that out and go, look, I'm making an angle. And if it gets crazy and you want to put it back, don't bother trying to cross your eyes. Just go up here and put reset. It'll go right back to its beginning. And it also enlarges, of course. I might as well go over some of the basics of this. you can enlarge it. So now if I played the clip, it would look like that. Okay, but let's say I don't want to do that. Here it is. It's in the, that's the selected thing. I'm in transform. There it is, but I want to go back, just reset. Boom. Simple. Now, there's another neat one, and I'm starting to use this more and more. Run, distort, that's also fun. But I'm going to go crop. Now with the crop, these little bits change on the corners. And you can take these, and if you can grab that little corner and drag it in, it cuts or crops that edge of the thing. That's what I want to do. Just keep in mind what you want to do. Kind of visualize it in your mind, and then see where you can go with this. So it crops that one, showing the background. Yippee! Now I can press done. So now it's out of that mode, which makes this thing smoother. Oh, and if you want to scan back and forth like this, just click these ones. One of these. Yeah, that's this one. You click that one where it's blue, and now you can go sliding back and forth. I do that a lot. And for mine, if I expand on my touchpad, two fingers, and spread, it zooms in and zooms out. So I'm not doing all this. For some reason, I like to keep it on transform. The other ones are weird. So there's that. Now, of course, you can go down here. If you select your thing, you can increase your audio. I don't want to blast people for the 3 seconds, so I kept it down somewhat. I try to keep the audio up. What I'll do is I'll adjust my audio wearing headphones to about, not quite all the way, like about, I don't know, is that about 80%, 85%. So when I'm listening to the headphones, I get a good idea where I'm at. And I'll crank these up until it's just where that yellow is. But what I don't want to do is destroy that waveform, because then it's just in an overdrive, and too much of that is, well, bad. It doesn't sound good. And then if this one doesn't have an audio, as you can see. So, anyways, might want to do, I don't know. No, just leave it like that. Okay, so here it is right now. Oh, I didn't quite eliminate that. So sorry, I thought I had a great tip for you. So here I go, cursor at the front, 3 seconds, it would look like that. Okay, what I'm going to do is take this audio and just ditch it by going all the way down 0 or negative infinity, whatever it says. Now I'm going to show you something else which I've been using often. If you've seen some of my videos, it has this. On this one here. 1, 2, the third one over from their transformer place. This one here. This one has lots of lovely little things. So I select the clip, it's highlighted. And down next to reverse clip, which is also a nice favorite one, down there, reset speed. You'll love this one. Reset speed. Now if you go over here to this, once this thing is selected, you have to kind of find the sweet spot, which is right over here. As you can see, that little, I don't know, nifty little arrow pointer thingy. I guess it's a time zipper, whatever that icon is. But you can see it shows up when you're on it, and it doesn't. And you see this little bar, that little thing right there? Right behind that, I find, is that sweet spot. And I click and drag. And try to just drag it horizontally. Because with Final Cut Pro, you go different directions, and somehow it gets into a different territory of another function that I don't know everything on this thing. So what I'm going on here was, here it is at 100%, it will be 3 seconds, right? So I don't see a timeline. Okay, so if I'm zipping it out, let's say if I make it 6 seconds, there's 6 second mark, right? So you can put the cursor over there and still manipulate the length of that. If I'm stretching it out, it's slowing it down. So 3 seconds, 6 seconds, it's 50%. Logic. Okay. So now what this looks like is what I want to know. So what I'm going to do is go to the beginning and then go to the see it full screen. So it does fade in, and it does have the ocean in the background. I don't like that part. Okay. So, because that's where it fades to black. Stop. And then I'm using my fingers to expand. Okay. So, let me see. What I kind of want to do is if I select this lower one and go transform, now it's selecting this background. What I think I want to do is move this background upward. Whoop. Make sure it's in the frame. I'll move it upward because visually it's in line with the ocean there. Let's see if I can. If I do this, now remember, if you just hold and stretch it out, it is stretching it out. So if I stretch it out a lot, it'll do that number. Maybe that could, yeah, I do kind of like that. I'll stretch it out a little bit, but not all the way. But I wanted to keep this horizon thing. And I'm going to say done. So right around there. And another thing I was thinking is, here's the Mongoose Max drawing. I go to the inspector because it has all these options in it. So open up this inspector bit. And if you look down here, oh, an inspector, if you go here, this is where you'll see all your text if you put in the text. Or if you adjust the color, etc., etc. And if you do this one, you can adjust the sound. But let's just go here. So on this selected bit, here's opacity at 100%. So it's 100% opaque, meaning you can't see through it. 100% translucent is 0% opacity. It's totally see-through. It's not even there. Go about 50%, and you can barely see it. These things work about, I don't know, 60, 80. And they start, but if you just get just a bit, this is like 92. You can just see through. See, kind of just sees through max there. Okay. Now I'm going to unselect that so I can just get that out of the way. I like to try to keep this simple. See what it... Oh, wait. How about from the beginning? Okay, wait. We'll set it at the beginning, at a stop. And as soon as you click on this one, though, as soon as you click... Oh, another way you can do it is you can, if you can find that little sweet spot, you can pull this down and look at it like that as well. But whatever. But here we are, at the beginning, and then over here, for the full screen, see if it's like something I want. Not bad, but it has a weird effect here. So if I cut this, because I have the full one up here, why not? I'll just bring it here to the end of this clip. My cursor, double click, there it is. And if I go up here, oh wait, not that one. Actually, what I usually do is I just press B, turns it into the trim razor. When I go over here, I can get it pretty precise, and then select, just press and it cuts. Now if I just press the letter A on my keyboard, it goes back to that. Then I come back over here, select it, and poof, it's gone. Then I go over here to that little X button, it's transitions. And the fade transition, just pull it over here, and boom. Well, now it's at the beginning. Pull another one over here, and it's at the end. So now the fade is in, fade out. But it's just like this one, except maybe it's probably a little shorter. Let's check it out. And I'll wrap this up. So it kind of fades in about 6 seconds, fades out, and so does the other thing. I don't know. Let me see that one more time. Fades in. I don't know. Actually, what if I grab on this end, it lengthens that fade out. And so you could just kind of pull in and out of that and see what looks visual. there it is, all said and done. I think there's a little 6-second one. And of course you go up here, master file, and it'll create that little 6-second clip. Do it that next. And that's it. There it is. You can kind of read it on this too. Oh, I don't know. I might rework it again. But there you go. Hang loose. Aloha.